So in a class on Monday, whatever we talked about risk literacy, what it meant. I guess kind of a financial situation. Towards the end of class, we discussed how it's like a poker game, and like any poker game, you're risking all your money or whatever money you put in the pot. So in a sense, I guess it is like a poker game when you think about it. I mean, you take out your loans, borrow money from your relatives. If you have a big bank account, you're balling. You put that in there, bang, to pay for tuition. And that's the pot. That's the money you borrowed from whoever. I don't know, um, the dealer or whatever in the poker game, where you come in with however money in the casino, whatever, and you start playing. So that's the pot. And then you play, and you eventually win your degree. You win the rest of the money in the pot. You beat up all the other poker players, all those other kids that dropped out or whatever, and you get your degree. But with that, you might not get the degree. You could fail. You could lose, and end up with nothing. Because I don't know, you got pregnant one semester, had to drop out. You failed, so Stony Brook kicked you out. You were sick for 2 semesters 1 year, and you didn't feel like going back or wanted to take a year off from college. But I guess the difference with poker is that where if you start out with your own money, you just lost your own money. But if you're taking out loans or other things, at this age, it's kind of hard because now you're in a hole. You're in a debt. But that's the most extreme case. Unless you're playing poker and you borrowed from like the mafia or something, and then they come after you, I guess, beat you with a stick like IRS, or garnish your wages like professor said in class. But say you do succeed, you know, 4 years, whatever, you got the degree, mom and dad is proud, and graduation comes, they hand you the diploma. But I mean, I guess a diploma is only a piece of paper saying you completed these courses. There's new movement now where, you know, diploma doesn't really mean much. You got to go on and get another diploma, master's, a PhD, a doctorate, or something like that. Whereas a 4 year degree isn't that much anymore. Well, you get the diploma and you win the game. But I guess if anybody watches the World Series of Poker, you won that table. You're still playing a much bigger poker game. The risk is still out there because you haven't paid back any loans. You just got the diploma. That's an incentive for you to continue to help on your way to paying off the loans, or getting whatever money you put in the pot and succeeding off of that. You want to be in the positive, not the negative. So if you put in 100,000 off your own money, then your negative 100,000 could have went to a new car or something like that, nice little house. Or if you take out a loan, they're going to garnish your wages the rest of your life, and you're stuck. But you got the degree, and now you're playing a new game. You're out in the real world trying to get a job. Well, what is that really going to get you? The degree is just a piece of paper saying you completed college. It doesn't guarantee you a job. You still got to network, got to connect, go to the interview, do a whole bunch of other things to make sure that you do get the job. And that's where the risk is. And that you did all the risk. You almost failed. You could have failed, or you could have got kicked out. Could have not succeeded in the 4 years. And now you're thinking, okay, well, I got past that, but there's another level to the risk. In that you do have the degree, and you got to go out and continue to do good. Continue to try and get an actual paying job that will help you pay off all those loans or get your money back. And for some people, just a degree justifies everything. All the 4 years before, high school, elementary school, middle school, whatever. Just the 4 years you have that degree, it justifies it. People look at you as, respected student or graduate, smarter than most people, in a sense. But you could fail in the real world. You could go out there and have the best poker face, but nobody notices what you're doing. Nobody wants to hire you, or you get a 9 to 5 at McDonald's, not making any means for yourself. So in that sense, you're starting a new game, and say you do win, you get your job. Hopefully it's one you like. Your 9 to 5 in a box cubicle, in a hospital or something, and you're starting to make the money, the big money, Okay, it's coming in smooth, and you pay off all your loans. You're good. So then what? What's the risk now? Well, I guess, you want to start a family. So you risk falling in love, risk going out there, meeting a girl, having kids, meeting a guy, deciding to have kids. Uh, you also risk, I guess, not having the best job in the world if you're just trying to get a job to get a job. But basically what I'm trying to say is that everything is a risk. Like, I guess we discussed in class, everything's a risk. And everybody's willing to take that risk as long as they know that the benefits are measurable by some sense, whether it be having a degree or having a degree to get you a good job. Nobody's just going to take a risk and say, okay, well, I took the risk and I took 6 steps back and I'm stuck. No, you take the risk, you try and take the 6 steps forward, help you get on your way in whatever you're trying to do in life. So I guess everybody really wants to take a risk with education because, that's what you're in education from your preschool. You're barely 3 and they're teaching you things to learn, to know, to strive on. Whereas if you go out there and you're not taking the risk, you're stuck at home, not doing anything, living off your parents or something like that, I guess it's a bad image in today's society. But it's a challenge, Everything's a risk. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to take the risk or just chill?